Distance between 2 points. Let's learn the formula of distance between 2 points, right? So let us suppose I have a line. Let's say this is the line and the ending point of the line is A, having a coordinate x1, y1. The starting point is A and the ending point, let's say, is B, and it has a coordinate x2, y2. Now the question is to find the distance between the 2 points A and B. How do we figure out the distance between these 2 points? So it has a formula. So the distance between 2 points AB, that is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and the square root. Okay. Or you can also use the other way around as well. We can say the distance between the 2 points is also equals to square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Because this is inside the square, you can take x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. The whole answer should be square, so it must be positive, right? Okay, so you can use any one form, right? So this is the formula which we apply to figure out the distance between 2 points, right? Now let's do an example. Find the distance between the following points. Let us suppose that I have a point A having coordinates 3, 1 and B having coordinates 6 and 5. Okay. Now we need to figure out the distance between the point AB. Okay, so we have to use the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, or we can say x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is up to you. So keep it in mind, if you're taking a b, then a coordinates must be x1 y1 and the coordinates of point B must be x2 and y2. I'm using the first formula, this one. Both are same. You can use the first one or second one. Both are okay. Okay. Now x2 minus x1. So x2 value is 6 minus x1 value is 3, its square, plus y2 value is 5 and y1 value is 1. So y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. Now we can say AB is from 6 take away 3. We are left with 3. So it's 3 square. From 5 take away 1, 4, so it's 4 square. Okay, so 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. 16 plus 9 is 25 and root 25 is a perfect square, which is 5. So we can say the distance between the point AB is just 5 units, right? You can say just 5 units is the distance between these 2 points. Let's do another example. Let's suppose I have a point P having coordinates 1 minus 4 and a point Q having coordinates 7. Let's say having a coordinate 7 and 4. Now we need to figure out the distance between the points PQ. I'm going to use the second formula to show you guys that you will get the same answers with the help of both formulas. So let me find the distance between PQ, which is square root of this first P coordinates use as x1 y1. This is x1 and y1 and these coordinates are x2 and y2. All right, so x1 is 1 minus x2 is 7 whole square plus y1 is negative 4 minus y2 is just 4, its whole square. Okay, now the distance PQ, this would be from 1 take away 7 is negative 6, its square. 4 minus 4 is minus 8, its square. And 6 square, negative 6 square is 36, negative 8 square is 64. And we know that when you do 36 plus 64 in 6, when you add 4, it's 10. And 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So 100. and root of 100, again 100 is a perfect square, which is equals to 10 units. So we can say the distance between the points PQ is 10 units, right? So whether you're using the first formula or the second formula, you are getting the same answers. So this is a formula to figure out the distance between the 2 points. Okay, now let's do another example. Okay, now let's consider this challenging example that if you have a ending point of the line, A has a point A7 and B has a point 6 and -5, and the question you have given that the distance between the point AB is 13 units and you need to find out the possible values of A. Values of 8 means there must be more than one value, right? So now the distance between the 2 points is given. You need to figure out one missing coordinate, that is this A. Okay, now we all know that the distance between the point AB is square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Okay, now the distance is 13 units and this point is my x1, y1, this is my x2 and y2. Square root x1 minus x2, which is a minus 6 its whole square, plus 7 minus minus 5, 7 minus minus 5 its whole square. All right, now this is 13 and here we have root a minus 6 whole square plus 7 minus minus is plus, 7 plus 5 its whole square. 7 plus 5 is 12, so we can say 13 equals to root a minus 6 whole square plus 12 square. Okay, now we need to solve for A. You can see, so how do we solve for A? So we need to take a squaring on both sides, square of this side and square of this side. When we square this side, the root and the square root, it's cancelled out. 13 square is 169. You must need to learn the square of first 20 numbers to make your calculation easy, right? 13 square is 169 and here we have a minus 6 whole square and 12 square is 144. Okay, so here I use a formula value of 13 square which is 169 and 12 square which is 144. You must need to know these squares, right? Okay, now let me simplify this further. We are solving for A, so it is better no need to open this bracket A minus B whole square formula. You can open it as well and solve by quadratic formula and you will get two values for A because this is a quadratic equation you will get when you open that formula. Or if you don't want to open it, you can just shift this term on the other side and solve for A. So here we can say 169 and I'm shifting 144 on the other side and this is equals to A minus 6 whole square. Okay, let me solve this 169 and 144. When you subtract it, you from 9 take away 4 is 5 and from 6 take away 4 is 2. 1 take away 1 is 0, so it's just 25. So here we have 25 and here we have a minus 6 whole square. So how do we get rid of this square? If you take a square root on both sides and keep it in mind, whenever we do the square root on both sides, it should be in plus minus sign. Whenever you're taking a root, whether it is square root, cube root, or any power root, it must be plus minus. You don't forget to add and subtract the sign. Okay, now let me simplify this further. This is plus minus root of 25 is a perfect square, which is 5. And here you can see the square and this square root is cancelled out. Okay, and we are left with a minus 6. Now we have two solutions. A minus 6 can be equals to 5 or a minus 6 can be equals to minus 5. So now you can see from here you will get two values for a. Now here a is equals to 5 and shift the 6 on the other side plus 6. A value is 11 and a is equals to minus 5 and shift the 6 on the other side plus 6. So a value is equals to 1. Okay, now we have two values for a, which is 1 and 11. And the question is to figure out the possible values of A, right? So I hope you understand when you have given the distance between the 2 points, how do we figure out the missing coordinate? So we need to follow the same formula, and you have to solve some algebraic steps to figure out that missing coordinate, right? So we have learned the distance between 2 points, which has a formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and the whole square root. So we did some examples. I hope you understand it, that how to figure out the distance between 2 points. And if the distance between 2 points is given to us, how do we figure out the missing coordinate? If you still have any queries or you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.